Hey, well, it's Mr. Tags here. I'm going to review some dreams, short dreams, and one long one. Our first one is called Mountain Warhead. Wait, what? No, I meant it's from the creator of Mountain of Odin. Yes, that epic game I reviewed way back when. He's come back and he's created Warhead 13, which is a very short, fun game, but short. It was a bit disappointing, honestly. But it was a fine game. The environment was beautiful and the puzzles were annoying, but fine, annoying. But it's not really something to complain about. It's really just the kid in me being grr. But I later finished the game and I enjoyed it. I wish it was longer though, but it was pretty short. I wonder if the whole 1937 stuff was, if it was based on a real event, but it was actually a very fine game where you complete puzzles to stop a missile from going off and you get attached to your little robot buddy who's always with you every step of the way. Besides that, nothing else to really complain about. All I have to say is good job, man. If I were to say that there's something you should improve on this game, the only thing, make the game longer. I wish there were more stuff to do. The game's pretty short. The only thing that took my time was actually just the beginning puzzle where you have to press the button. That was frustrating, man. I felt like I lost some brain cells doing that one, but all in all, that was the only one that really took my time. The rest were pretty easy, making the game pretty short. So yeah, just make the game longer, man. Add more stuff, or make a new game. Who knows? Make a new game and I'll review it for you. Our next game is City Attack Zombie Survivor Realistic FPS Survivor game made by Osama bin. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the? I am not saying this name. I don't have my channel isn't even monetized, and I'm pretty sure I'd be taken down for it. No, 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 no. I'm not saying your name, but I have to say your FPS, one of the best FPS I've played on Dreams, because of several things. Several things. The gun sounds amazing in every situation. The aim down your sights also good. I loved it. Was all right. I do have several things to critique though. I wish you set a certain button like the touchpad on the controller that if a player presses it, he can see the controls. Because I didn't memorize all the controls just from that 1 second in the beginning. It's impossible. Set a button so that the player knows what the controls are. Because I spent my first 10 minutes looking for ammo, not knowing that all I had to do was press square to reload. And I felt dumb after that. I wish there was a button to check the controls. You should add that. Another thing I want to critique is the fact that your enemies respawn indefinitely. They don't fucking end. And it actually hinders your gameplay in one section of the game. Not particularly where you have to enter an apartment, because that one was annoying because you didn't limit the amount of enemy. Limit it. Put a limit on how many enemies can be respawned at a time, because it's almost down near infinite, man. You shoot one, another one pops up. They pop up right in front of you randomly, many, and it's just too much at a time. I wish you just put like, oh, okay, maybe 10 at a time, 8 at a time. But yeah, even in one section where we enter a big building, I think it was a library, there was so many enemies that the game began to lag. Yeah, I was shooting, but then the shooting would stop, continue, stop, continue. At one point, I wasn't even shooting, the game was just going on by itself, shooting. And I was like, what? I'm pretty sure that happened because there were too many enemies on screen and the dreams couldn't just handle it. just limit the amount of enemies that can be on screen. Otherwise, I have to say, man, your environments, your storytelling, all are good. I was actually surprisingly invested in your storytelling because I was just thinking it's going to be run of the mill, shoot here, go, shoot here, go, shoot here, go. But actually, government robots, survivors, even though there was no voices, I could tell that you put a lot of thought into this, didn't you? And I was actually kind of like, oh, the game has ended. When the game ended, I was like, oh man, I wanted to know what the mayor was going to say. You know, it's just whack. The story is actually really good. I think the Night City is my best favorite level. Another thing of note is that I wish you could add more weapons. I wish you could just level us up periodically. Like in the beginning, give the player a pistol, then give them a rifle, then give them a machine gun, then give them a bazooka or RPG or whatever you call it in your country. You know, I wish you could have done that. That would have been more. It would have made the game more fun rather than using the standard rifle. Also, if you are making cutscenes, make it so that the player can't move or control the character when the cutscene starts. Because it's happened to me several times when the cutscene starts and I'm just still moving, and I'll be like, well, what happened to the screen just now? Was that a cutscene? Did I just miss it? And then I'll come back and I'll just be seeing a floating pair of arms. I'm like, God, I wish you just made the camera, the player stop, you know? Like, you can't do anything until the cutscene is over and then it can continue. Otherwise, it is very easy to move over or skip over some cutscenes and the player won't even know. That's all I have to really say that's wrong with the game. But otherwise, I think you can really improve it if you take what I've said to heart. Let's head over to our next game called Terminus. It's our last but not the least. Terminus is an, I don't know, Godzilla? Yeah, Godzilla kind of game. Very, very Godzilla kind of game. Where you just blow up cities with your missiles and flamethrowers, and yeah, it's just destruction and it feels good. You just blow shit up. It's awesome. I really don't have much to say about it being bad, except for that thing that he knows is bad, but I don't know if he can fix it, and it's the aiming button. Man, me personally, I don't use motion control to control my imp because it's really hard. I normally use my two analogs, and now that the analog sticks are used for movement, controlling the aim is now hard. I will now have to go to my settings and change it from analog to motion sensor, and I don't want to do that. No, you have to consider players who can't do that. You have to make the cursor to be linked to the cameras, you know, that way as you're moving the camera with your right stick, you're also moving the aim button, and if you shoot, you just, you know, I don't know how to explain it anymore. I don't know what example to give, man, but if you've played a few games in your life before, you should really know what I'm trying to say. Otherwise, I have to say it is a good game, and it's definitely better than Godzilla 2014, because that was awful. That was just shit, you know. Otherwise, I have to say that's all for today. All good games except for the last two, which had a few problems that I have mentioned. I hope you guys take my feedback to heart and you enjoyed the video. If you like what you saw, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next video. Bye.